Him. So, hello. I'm Hinterberg KQ for Moggington. If you thought you saw me a minute ago, no, you didn't. And I've actually updated the stream information, which is a good thing. One day I'll get the knack of doing that back. Anyway, we're finally free of the yoke of Next Fest. Next Fest was dense and full of games, and I enjoyed it. But I am really prepared to go back to Dungeons of Hinterberg. I've missed this game a lot. Hello, Jaffa. Hello, Silver. I have really missed this game, and I'm glad to be back playing it again. I miss the art, I miss the music, and I miss the dungeon crawling. I really miss the dungeon crawling. I was just getting into the rhythm of it. But Demo Fest waits for no Mog, and yeah, to get through that. Free of the yoke of Next Fest, as in, like, oxen and such, but... yeah, Yokai Next Fest would be interesting, I guess. Getting carried off by, like, weirdo monsters is entirely within the purview of some of those games. I can't see why not. I would love to have something to say here, but nope, I got nothing. My brain is just tired. I'll probably develop something to say when we actually get to the gameplay. I was just gonna break into lyrics. Yes, it is. Oh well. I feel like people who... I feel like nobody really wants to make a game about a failed game except for, like, indie fucking weirdos. Like, check with Davey Reedon. He might be into that. Hello, Shateri. Anyway, I think nobody wants to reference NFTs either. I think that period of our history is dead and gone. And, good for it. They will forever be, like, the pogs of the 2020s. Good only for a brief, hey, you remember the thing joke, and not anything else. Alright, music goes away now. We move over here. Bring you folks down and start the game up. Go away, mouse cursor. I'd like to emphasize that while it looks off-center, it actually is off-center, like, it's printed towards the side of the game window, and I've never figured out why. Oh well. Save slot 1. We have unlocked episode Renaud. I assume we will probably do that post-game, maybe? I don't know. It depends. It doesn't seem like something we would do immediately, but my theory, my personal theory, is that they added that to the game to get people to actually talk to the guy. As much as I love the big idiot, I'm pretty sure nobody was talking to him without that. Can we sell our monster parts? Yeah. We have no monster parts. Okay, cool. Where are the monster parts? Bring us the monster parts! Thank you. Hello, Windchaser. I don't know how many of these scenic spots we've stayed at. I don't in fact remember why we're here. Probably there's a dungeon. Oh yeah, I wanted to go to the big worm dungeon. But does it even say if we've... It doesn't say if we've stayed at a scenic spot yet. Well... Have I even been to the big worm dungeon? I don't think I've even seen it. Let's look around. To the summit. Let's try heading... I guess this way first. Actually, you know what? This looks like a labyrinth that we haven't been to yet. Let's go up here. Meanwhile, I remind myself how my buttons work. That's good. Yeah, the Totzel Worm's lair. That's where I wanted to go. Oh, look, it's enemies. Yep, this is the exploding little doll. This is Meteor Storm. These are bombs. That's my dodge roll. Okay, I remember how to play this. Mostly. Mostly I remember how to play this, kind of. So, anybody else fuck around with Nexus stuff? Did any of you find anything of interest? Anyone do anything interesting? I messed around a little bit outside of, stream hours. Another friend played a few demos that looked nifty. Cool. Only watch me. Variety! Done nothing except play Chemco games, reading weirdly into generic RPGs. Honestly, I get that. Someone I follow posted that Chemco has an RPG where you deliberately regress the party's age up and down. You can age them down and up to solve puzzles. And it looks, you know, generically Chemco and kind of dull, but it's an interesting gimmick. Chemco is very weird that way. Oh, here's a meditation spot. We're gonna have to come back to this. But I do want to go into the Totzel Worm dungeon. Unlocked a fast travel point. Actually, you know what? We could just rest there for the day. Interesting seeing how the system's evolved. Yeah, it would be. We are at 5 each. I am going to actually use the meditation point. I want to go back and talk to people in town more than... Alright, let's enjoy the scenery here. Get more health. I sleep so well in Hinterberg. In Vienna, I'd wake up 2 or 3 times every night. Put on a podcast just to be able to fall back asleep. Reoccurring dreams about getting stuck in tight places. I have those. I have really claustrophobic nightmares. I've learned to recognize that every time it's like... I'm walking around talking with someone and they're like, oh, we have to go down into this tunnel in the ground in order to get where we're going. I'm like, nope! And I wake up immediately. All the stress, all the energy my job used to suck out of me. All that feels so distant here. I just close my eyes, listen to my breath, feel myself falling. Do not feel yourself falling off the cliff edge. No, that's bad. And then it's 8 deep hours and I wake up rested and... Oh, in bed, okay. Even more so after an afternoon out here. This is a very specific kind of fantasy RPG. It's the fantasy of being able to get enough sleep. Also, like, some of the signage around here reminds me that I was, looking at a thing where someone accused an image of being AI generated because all the words in the background were nonsense. And someone else piped up, it's fucking Norwegian! I live there! And I'm just saying that some people may need to broaden their horizons a little bit before they start making, judgment calls. You know, we never did see a movie. What movie's on tonight? Today they're showing a documentary on magic dungeons from all over the world. Maybe I can improve my magical attack. You know, that could be useful. The documentary investigates how local governments and international organizations dealt with the appearance of magic. Unsurprisingly, there's been a ton of research into military applications. But it turned out magic is bound to its natural environment. The ability to spellcast fizzles out once you leave the area. Take a kobold out of Hinterberg's surroundings and it just melts into a puddle of goo. Yeah. Move it further and it dissolves into thin air. Has it been mentioned there are other dungeons in the world? I think it has. Because there are, like, professional slayers and they travel around. And I don't think they could do that if there weren't other dungeons to, you know, work in. Good. Yeah, good. Melt those kobolds. The film helped me get a better understanding of magic. Might put that to use tomorrow. Yeah, alright. HP. I don't see my magic stat having gone up. I guess it has a little bit. 44. It's still my weakest stat. Also, I'm really low amusement for someone who is hanging out in basically a theme park. I should check into that. Said something about this being a unique place, too. Possibly? I don't know. I always make sure to have some fresh flowers at the reception desk. It adds such a nice touch, don't you think? So have you got any plans for today? Well, we could hit the Mushroom Isles. Yeah, let's do that. See, you say a huge club, and I picture like a golf club. Just kobold golfing. Alright, Checkaroony. Here it is, Mushroom Isles. Could have some interesting mini golf. It feels kind of like that's what this is. It's mini golf for adventurers. Alright, let's head in. In Middle-earth, golf was invented when a hobbit knocked a goblin's head off and it rolled down a rabbit hole. I mean, Tolkien was, I think, British, so it makes sense that he had golf invented in his fantasy universe. Alright, we have Whirlwind here, which does not work there. And we have, like, Wind Bolt. And I do not see how to progress without jumping in the evil, deadly purple water. So, let's step into the evil, deadly purple water and see if I die. Yes. Remove references to tomatoes. Kept references to potatoes. Alright, can I hit... Oh, wait, can I use... Yes, I can travel over it with this. Alright. That didn't work. Okay, well, that really didn't come off the way I hoped it would. Alright. Let me get out of the way and we'll go down the ramp this time. There we go. Isn't there a version of The Hobbit, where Bilbo and company are drawn as, like, weird little rabbit people? Right, can't do that. Okay. Oh. The Russian 1950s version. I wouldn't know for sure, but I remember seeing, like, images from it and thinking it was incredibly adorable and would probably... Ah, fuck. I meant to go the other way. I'm still getting used to the controls again. It's been a week. Anyway, I remember thinking it was adorable and that Tolkien would have hated it. Alright. I want to see if I can make the jump over this way. Yes. An HP potion. Good. I'm not sure I can get to the ladder, though. Not right now, anyway. Maybe... Yep, you can still fling yourself feet first into deadly acid. They haven't changed or patched that since the week that I haven't been playing it. Can I just pop whatever that is and something will happen? No? Okay. Well, let's see if I can climb a ladder from... Nope. Do not seem to be able to latch on. No. There's a climb prompt, but you can't actually do it. That's irritating. Ricola. Interesting, that made something happen. Did that purify the water? I think it purified the water. It did. Is this any more livable? Yes, okay. I got my commemorative coin from this dungeon. That's good. So, what's in here? Nothing, unfortunately. I was expecting to be able to crawl into a dark passage and possibly die. There was a poppable blob above that chest. Those are the blobs that restore your hit points and magic. I pinged one with a wind bolt earlier. No problem. I appreciate that you guys are keeping an eye out for me. I may not always know what the hell I'm doing, but maybe one of you can guess. That is a big mushroom. Shit! It's poison! I didn't notice. Oh. Don't get stuck here. Don't get stuck there. Oh, it's stuck there. Get off. What's up here? Alright, there is a bomb fruit here. We cross over there, and then we come back. I imagine there's a purification horn or something over here. That is one thing I really like about, Dungeons and Hinterland. Hinterberg, sorry. One thing I really like about Dungeons of Hinterberg is that it always feels like every dungeon has a new gimmick. And it feels like, I'm always figuring out new stuff to do with the powers I've got, or something new about the game world. There's very little in the way of just dungeon for the sake of dungeon. And I respect that quite a bit. And I also don't think I can make this jump. No, I can. Alright. Impress me, why don't you? Hello, Saria. How's the day going? May have to ride over I may have to ride over this one block tile of poison. Oh, I dislike that. The Purple Death Water game. Okay, whoop, no. That goes straight down into the poison. Shateri, if you're pissed that, like, you can just leap off to your death into the poison, what about deliberately, very slowly climbing down a ladder onto it? No, can't do that, really. I saw a chest. Wow. Spikes. Yes. Spikes. I got greedy. My avarice killed me. Yeah, there is a chest down there. I think I'm gonna have to wait until after I've cleared out the, Oh, yeah. Hazards just dissolve your health bar. I just tap you? No. Alright, how am I gonna get anything up there? Oh, your kinesthetics are going nuts. Let's see. I'm really not sure what to be doing here. Working on it, though. Not completely stuck yet. I do feel like this is the way, but I don't know. Unless I should drop him down. Let's explore that. Alright, no, let's pick up the bombs and then drop them down to the lower level. And I see nothing to do down there. Blah. Blah, blah, blah. Magellar has another Ultima video. It's like it's his job or something to put those out. He has a work ethic up to the likes of which I cannot believe. I read an interview with him, and he's very humble about it, but... The rise of the documentary long-form video-ass essay on YouTube has been fascinating. People keep claiming attention spans are dropping. Here's a 6-hour YouTube documentary about it. Alright, what if I jump off this way? I forgot fall damage existed. You know, I was so preoccupied living in a world where you could jump off stuff. Need to carry the bombs to the lower layer, up the stairs and such to the platform. Anything is possible. And nothing is real. But how would I get up there from down here? The only way I see to do it is by climbing these yeah, you can climb these platforms, but I don't think you can get a whirlwind. I don't think you can get a whirlwind across it. That said, can I get up here? Nope. I gotta be real, I have no interest in, like, second screen media. I'm either given, like, all of my attention, or I don't. Which may be why I've declined in Twitch watching lately. Lately I only watch, like, 1 or 2 people. Well, that's also in part because there are only 1 or 2 people broadcasting at 3 in the fucking morning when I'm awake. Like, we can't discount that. What does wind do to these guys? Nothing. Okay. But yeah, I tend not to go with second screen stuff. I just don't have an interest in it. And I can't climb this ladder. When I go live, I get like 10 people at a time because I have like a large number of friends who exist and are willing to essentially throw their night away watching me. Because, let's be real, I don't think most of you folks have a real rich social life. By all means, correct me if I'm wrong. But I think if you were at the club, you would not be watching me try to figure out how to hit a ball with bombs. You can't have a rich social life, that's not your name. But it could be. Alright, can I grab this before... Nope, you cannot grab that. Okay. I feel like I must be on the wrong track entirely. So, let's go back a little bit. I must be on the wrong track. There must be something else somewhere that I can do. Or not, I might be caught on this island. Yeah, I am in fact stuck on this island. Okay. Okay. I am kind of fucked. I don't know what I'm doing. And then I come over here. I cannot stand on that. Can I knock this down? No. It sure seems like it does seem like tornado the bombs to the bob. Tornado. Does seem like the thing you said should be the thing you said. There are two different clusters of bombs. If I pick these up, bring them over here, nothing happens. I'd love to get up there. Love to get across here. Two different clusters of bombs. The one over there. There was a blob blocking my path. That I took care of, I believe. But let's go ahead and see what we can do with this. If anything. Fruity and chocolate. Ah, yes, chocolate. What was it that Calvin always ate? Chocolate frosted sugar bombs? I always wanted a bowl of those. But, you know, Bill Watterson being who he is, wouldn't license them out. Doing the same thing over and over isn't helping. I don't know why not. That's bullshit. Okay, can I jump down to this chest just to feel something? No, I cannot. No, I cannot. Is there anything over here I can interact with if I... Can I tornado to the chest? I don't think I can get up on the ridge. Yeah, I can't get up on the ridge. And there was... Well, you know what? Can I jump? I don't think I can. There's no white mark on the wall, which has been essential so far. Yeah. That's an immediate death. Do I have any way of getting bombs to that island? Well, I must eventually. There's a bunch of spinning islands. And they connect over there. So, this really... Oh, wait a fucking minute. Was that a ladder? No, that's not a ladder. I thought I saw a ladder on this, on this wall, and I got overexcited. But yeah, I have to blow this up from somewhere. I don't believe there's a ladder over here. No. Just checking to make sure. There doesn't seem any way up past this. I did not expect to get stuck this hard on like on the first night back. I really didn't. There's a ladder. This goes down into the water. I can't take that ladder. This would all be easier if I could purify the poison somehow, but I don't even see a horn. I don't know why I can't. Is it possible that I'm missing something? Let me grab an experimental bomb. I don't seem able to pick it up. I can't blow loose bombs around. Shooting the white thingy does not blow it up. If that had been the case, I would have simply turned off the stream and, like, curled up in my closet and died. I can't get off this island now that I'm on it. Alright, does anybody want to look up maybe a video walkthrough of the Mushroom Isles? Because I seem to be completely pooched. Explosion radius isn't that big. I can't ride a whirlwind across here. I can't grab a ladder. There's nowhere secret I can go. This one doesn't break. If I... No. Pulling up a video. Thank you. This is, This is mind fluttering. I guess, can I blow up the mass itself? No. It has to be the white ball. Pick up and throw a bomb. Pick it straight up, straight from the bush. Is it? Yeah. Can be done with the RB skill. Oh my god! Okay, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I remember that now. That is entirely a function of me having taken a break from the game. I forgot that that can suck objects. I have wasted your time to the tune of nearly an hour. I apologize deeply. The Shark X5 sword. What is this? And is it better than my bunny blade? You know, I'm gonna say no. It is very marginally better in physical attack and drops everything else. So, I'm gonna say no. I'll stick with the bunny. Alright, now we just fight. Ow. Right, they explode. Good to know, good to remember. Those guys just hit you in the ass with magic balls. Okay. Avoid the spikes. Shoot. Take a second. Alright, we've reached the horn. Blant. Now I can go get that chest and shit. Which means there is a ladder right here. Slate Tector leggings. Y5. Do these have Wi-Fi? That would be nice. Fizz up. Magic down. I feel good with what we've got. But yeah, that was nearly an hour of wasting your time. I apologize for that, folks. But now that we've figured it out, we can get on with it. And down here. That water is clean. I think we've been here before. I think we have been here before. Yeah, we're aiming to go up there, I believe. So I think our next stop is this tower here. Okay. And we ride down. Yep, there's purple water over there. We haven't been there yet. Waystone discovered. We save the game. Believe it or not, I'm riding on air. Okay, right. I forgot they bite you. The visual styling here is getting very interesting. Like, it keeps fading in and out of filters. And that's really fun to watch. I forget they blow up. Okay, he's gonna blow up. Get out of the way. Yeah. Well, him large. Double pepperoni whole wheat pizzas because you're hungry. The game is tormenting you. Specifically. Hey, look at this. You're not looking at it. Look at it faster. Or just get blown up. That's cool, too. Anyway, it's quad pizzas. They were gonna call it Forza, but that was taken already for some reason. Healing up. Here's the chest. Resonant Pads 5. Horza Horizon! These magical pads without your social sense. Much better magical defense, actually. I think I am gonna go with this. I gotta get the ability to customize my armor. I gotta hang out with What's-Her-Face more. My best friend, What's-Her-Face. Theresa, I think. Aha! Isn't Octoroni one of those things from Splatoon? No, not Splatoon. Yeah, Splatoon. Did Nintendo really call their game like Splatoon, except Splatty? Huh. Oh. Grab the conduit! Conduit charge, yay! Monster fur from spiders. These spiders are furry. I don't want to be standing over here. Can I not slow motion anymore? Did I take that out? I think I might have taken that out of my, yeah, I took out slow motion. I forgot about that. That green bush is what's generating the poison splatters on that platform, which are what are keeping me off of it. I legit forgot that slowing down time with a dodge roll isn't just something you can natively do. It looks like it's stopped now, though. Oh, nope, there they are. Yeah, I'm not interested in dealing with those. I'm interested in making you guys deal with those. There we go. And here is the stamp. Here is the way out. There are no chests up here. Whee! No. Stamp. Alright, I feel good about that. We did get stuck, but we cleared it. Thanks to the magic of YouTube and viewers like you. What will increase my amusement value? Oh wait, I said I wanted to hang out with Hannah. Marina would increase my amusement value. Travis would increase my amusement value. Let's hang out with Travis. We haven't hung out with him in a while. Hey, you're not staying at the Grand Hotel, are you? Nope. Guest House 3 up in the village outskirts. Figured. I got a favor to ask. What is it? Spell. My editor wants me to get some impressions of VIP Slayer. Their words, sure as hell not mine. The Grand Hotel is the stuffiest joint in this backwater. Their bar would be just the place for that sort of waste of time. Thing is, they got a guest-only policy there, and they mean it. Actually, I can get us in. You can? That's awesome. Let's go. Yeah? Alright. Let's spend time with the hipster. So, is this just a ruse to get into a better bar for a change? Believe me, this joint isn't exactly my type of fish tank either. Too much velour. Shush, okay, journalism time. And your parents called. They want to send over a security detail to watch over you. Can you just stall them, Sheila? Tell them I've already left for Venice. They seem to be in contact with the mayor of this village. That's Jay Wong. He's a pro slayer and pop star. I know, decent second album. Skip the first one, you'll be glad. Enough with the safety lectures, Carl. You're giving me frowns. Let's talk tonight's stream. I'm thinking marshmallows. You fill my suite with them up to here. The title will be Slaying is Nutritious. Can we get on that? Like a flappy hummingbird with an important job to do? And get purple marshmallows or dye them purple at least, yeah? Ugh. You know him? That guy's platform gets more eyeballs than ours for videos on how not to hold a banana. You're talking about me, yeah? Did you want an autograph? I don't know, do I look like a toddler? Things are heating up at the hotel bar tonight. Oh yeah, totally. It's the hat. I should get one of those. They're super fun. Isn't there some kind of go jump in a lake challenge you should be streaming for your audience of zombies right about now? Sir, I have to ask you to leave. You're harassing our other guests. Looks like we've overstayed our welcome. Let's just leave. Yeah, whatever, fine. You know, in retrospect, that was kind of a predictable outcome. Can you believe this place? What a clown show. And you're not a high enough level clown to be in there. First time I was ever kicked out of a bar, kind of embarrassing. Nah, wear it like a badge of pride. Got into a fight with a major influencer and thrown out of a snobby hotel bar. Just the material my story needs. Thanks, Louisa, I do believe it. Believe it or not, this helped me out a lot. We should do it again sometime. I got an achievement for hanging out at the Grand Hotel. The Grand Hotel. It's been a long day. Yeah, it has, but we got more stats. So it's fine. I'm beat. Should go to bed. Probably, yeah. If we're gonna go to somewhere called, like, the Worm, we should probably go sleep. Something is off. What the? I mean, you are in, like, the magical trickster fairyland. Where is it? I think that guy just got vaporized. Well, you never know. This could be a normal occurrence. Slayers, remain calm. Everything is under control. We are assessing the situation, but it appears the earthquake caused no major injuries and only minor property damage. And those slimy abominations? What about those? What about them? Like, do you know the first thing about them? Are we in danger? Our experts are analyzing them. From what the mayor's office have found out so far, they appear to be benign. Yeah, that's super reassuring. Everybody's safety remains our top priority. We are happy to report the dungeons were not affected by the earthquake. You can continue to enjoy your sleigh. I don't know if I care. Oh, and now it's all gone. Did I tell you I got woken up by a monster today? You're kidding, right? I opened my eyes and this thing is looking right at me. Don't think anything ever jerked me out of sleep like that. I thought my day was wild. What happened next? It jumped out the window. I ran out and followed, but it was so fast I got away before I could catch it. Then all hell broke loose. It was a golden one. You know, the kind that drops a ton of Hinterbucks if you catch them. Those are harmless, right? Huh. Might sound weird, but could it be that it wanted you to follow it? Maybe. It could have just hidden after jumping out my window. Instead, it took its time until I made it outside and then ran toward the train station. think I'll head out for the dungeons. Catch you later. You're seriously going slaying today after what just happened? You're not. Love, if there was ever a spa day, today is it. That's fair, but, I guess I will go check out the Tutzelworm's lair. We don't have to, but... Sell off our monster parts. Because we have a fair few. Not enough, but a fair few. A fair few. Hey, you. What's up, Marina? Anywhere I can find more dungeons? There are 7 dungeons in total in this area. One of them houses the main monster around here. That's on Dobrokogel Summit. It's pretty dangerous up there, though. There's a dungeon close to the summit as well, but I think you've been to that one? Past the fence over there, there's the trail that leads to 2 more. One is past some really tough monsters just a bit up the trail, but you did that one, right? And the one in the middle of the lake, you've been to that one for sure. There's 2 more somewhere, but I don't know where they are. Maybe those slimy tendrils opened up ways to get to them. Oh. Oh, okay. Now there's goo on the map, so maybe... Oh. Hold up, yo. What is... Yeah, there is a and it's a natural bridge. Or an unnatural bridge. You can decide. Oh, it undulates. I don't like that. I gotta play the principal. I gotta play like the Sands of Time trilogy. Recyclable teeth. Technically, all teeth are recyclable. Level 7 dungeon. No, I'm level 5. I'm not going in there. Alright, let's head up to the, let's head up to the Tutzelworm's lair. We'll do this today. But we may have to kill some time and, hang out with people to get stronger. Alright. We're in. I don't think I've seen a bombable floor in this game before. And now I'm paranoid that I've missed him. There's another one. Now I'm really paranoid that I've missed all the bombable floors. Resonant Sword 5. Resonant Sword. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's worth using, I think. Oh, it's purple. Okay. No. I know there's scripted events going off and stuff, but, like... there could be loot. I mean, obviously there could be loot. We'll have to get it if there is. Don't see any, though. Why would I need this much health restoration? There hasn't been anything in this dungeon. Like, if I've just been constantly blowing myself up? If I entered wounded, I guess. Anyway, here comes the worm. Here comes... oh, yeah! Oh, you get the things! I kind of love him. Alright, how do I fight this guy? I guess let's just give him a slap. Nope. Oh, wait. It looked like that weak point was there beforehand, which is kind of funny to me. Get distracted. Oh! Yeah, that one was my fault. Woohoo! Is there something I should be doing with you that... like when you pop up... ah, no. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, okay, this is a nice... this is a very basic Zelda-y... ow. A very basic Zelda-y, boss fight. I like this. It has a good rhythm to it. Whiff. Ow, your butt. He looks so sad. Oh, he's sneaky. Feel like I'm having a Monster Hunter battle here. I have no magic whatsoever. Blah. Okay, I gotta bonk you one. I'm gonna bonk you a few times to MP recharge up. I keep trying to go for the tail like this is the Dark Souls boss. Alright, and now I'll be able to hook him again, because I got the stuff. Ow. Come on, make the face. Oh, well maybe I will not be able to hook him again. Make the face. Make the face. Whiff! Well, I can just bomb him anyway. I very nearly threw the toy in there. I don't know, I phased through his body. Using my amazing mind powers. Yeah, I don't think you can hook the mouth anymore. Or I'm just whiffing it every time. I was whiffing it every time. It's really more of a Tatsu Weasel. Really. Have an explodey toy. Well, I feel bad for you. Big Slinky. On the other hand, it's probably going to be back in, like, a day or something. That was an adorable creature, and I am pleased to have seen it. Commemorative coin. I guess that's all we really get from here. Huh. Alright. I should have taken a photo of him. Attack conduit burrow. Cool. Stamped. Signed, sealed, delivered. I'm out. My stamp book is, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 left to go. So we are about halfway done dungeon crawling. Maybe a little more than halfway. I think there's like 25 dungeons. So. Very straightforward. Yeah, I think the entire thing was just the boss fight. How was slaying? Those gooey tendrils that bust out this morning? The area I went to had them as well. Yeah, I heard. They're everywhere, all around Hinterberg. Turns out you can walk on them. Whoa, nice. That's gonna open up new routes everywhere, maybe even new dungeons. Oh, there you are. I have remarkable news. Quite remarkable. Why don't you take a big breath? I can't. Too excited. I have mentioned my work on the village museum before, yes? I must have such a constant thrill, I don't see how I could have contained myself. We've gathered artifacts from all of Hinterberg's history, from its beginnings, a humble fishing village, to its days as a spa resort in imperial times. Tomorrow we will have our grand opening. Just think, the most exciting place in all Hinterberg finally unveiled. Most exciting place after the dungeons, right? Well, ex-Quail, maybe, perhaps. You must come tomorrow evening. And you as well, young lady. It will be such a delight. Tomorrow evening, we'll be there. Wonderful. I'll be sure to give you a personal tour. Good thinking. He could be able to help us figure out what's going on in this village. The museum might not be such a bad idea, and somehow I don't think you'll find a lot of other people to come. Alright, we have plans for tomorrow evening. It'd be a good idea to stock up on gear and potions tonight. I hear Gear and More just got some new stuff in, and so did Hannah's shop. Speaking of Hannah, I wanted to get the ability to modify my shit. So we should probably go talk to her. Who's inside there? Julian, who I don't really know at all. This is it. This time it's real bad. Well, Lisa, did you have any luck with those signatures? I'm still working. Oh, signatures. Shit. Right. Let's get my sword enchanted, because we don't have crit rate up. Hit points on Slay. More physical attack. We've had the Bunny Blade for a while now, and I am very... And we aren't using it, because we're using the Resonant Sword. What am I doing? That's fine. I forgot, we aren't using it anymore. We just got better. Alright, we need to find somebody famous. We need to find somebody famous. Maybe that Sam guy is famous. Let's go check with him. I think we already got Kai to sign. What about you? So I was standing there in the middle of the forest at midnight, in my underpants. Next time someone tells me there's a secret ritual to finding a dungeon, I'll send my crew to fact check. If you follow back on Slayfam, I can totally check things like that for you. I got this stream where I debunk dungeon myths. Can I send you a link? Lady, we got this covered. Could you, like, back off? Yeah, too many slayers in the dungeon? Calm down, you two. She probably wants an autograph, that's all. Hey there! Yes, it's Sam Kayleigh in the flesh. I'm guessing you're a pro slayer. Good one. You got a pen? Thanks, but I'll leave you to your fans. Hold on. We're about to hit the bar for some dancing. Why don't you join us? Champagne's on me. The more the merrier, yeah? Oh, really? Another rando? Can we... Yeah, let's... He's offering his autograph. Hey, would you mind signing this? It's a petition against Town Hall closing down Hannah's smithy. Another time, okay? We're about to party. Alright, let's get in with him so I can get this signature. Oh my god. My stamina isn't even close to what it takes to keep up with this guy. His groupies drop out as well, one by one. Getting fresh air. Some Kayleigh is happy to go on by himself. I'm not complaining. Drinks are on him. So, you really had no idea who I am, or you just being coy? Still don't. Who are you? It's Sam, but we covered that. 8th, the Hastings 5. Except for that one dungeon no one's ever finished. Who's counting, though? Alright, so... yeah, there are other dungeons out in the world. This is a specific, explicit mention of them. That said, it sounds like this other place only has 5 dungeons. This place has 25. Maybe that's what makes it special. Movie deal was decent. Streaming money, you know. I don't know. So you're like, what, a day tourist? Just here until I finish every dungeon around Hinterberg. Ambitious, huh? I like it. Mind if I take a look at that gear of yours? Yeah, that's decent. Amazing what's on the market for amateurs. Just silk steel, polymers, honeycomb absorbers. That stuff wasn't even around a couple years ago. Too many straps, though. So you can cut these right off, they constrict you when you're spellcasting. You know a lot about gear, huh? You're making it sound like I'm some kind of nerd. All I'm saying is cut those extra straps, be better at magic. Simple. MP slots increase. Okay, that was genuinely beneficial. Alright. Got all this energy, would be ashamed to let it go to waste. I'm going back in. You coming? I'll call it a night. Got his entry to do tomorrow. Sure. Bump into you again, okay? Yeah, remember when Travis got, like, sucked backward out of his seat to show up in the splash? Apparently that's normal, which is really funny. Also, another evolution game. Who would even be in charge of that? I gotta check something. Hold on. Developed by Sting Entertainment. Treasure Hunter G, Evolution, Baroque, Dokapon, the Department Heaven games. They're still around, you know. They could actually do another one. The new Mado Monogatari game. Huh. That's cool. I didn't realize they were still around. Well, I guess I didn't realize Sting was developing them. Anyway, it's been a long day. We have developed a relationship. Next time, maybe we'll be able to get him to sign some stuff. I am just gonna hit bed because we are needing our hit points lately. Oh, tomorrow we have to go to the museum, so we won't be able to... I think I'll revisit either Doberkogel or Hinterwald today. As unsightly as those slimy tentacles that popped up everywhere are, I'm definitely going to keep an eye out for them, see if they lead to interesting new places. Don't forget, we promised you that museum opening tonight. What are your plans for today? Only level 8. I guess the level 6s in Brunelstumpf are kind of our next destination. I don't know if we're good enough for them, but let's, Same as the preload, that... I'm not sure it was, but... They're the best burger joint in Shoreline. It's a place called Ugly Burger. I don't know what Shoreline is. And we do have a level 6 rating on our sword now. Town north of Seattle. Ah. Yeah, Ugly Burger sounds like a very Seattle thing. Alright, guess we should try to head north? Can we rent a boat? The kayak service is included in your Hinterberg all-access pass. Doesn't cost a thing to rent one. Grab any kayak you like. Such options. I went kayaking once. It was kind of nice. It was nice to find a physical outdoor activity I didn't really hate, you know? I want to head around and up to this island, or possibly this island. Wait, that might be the ancient castle? What's out here again? Desolate Castle and Lighthouse Reef. No, this is definitely Lighthouse Reef. Seattle is an amazing place for kayaking. Alright, well, what is this place over here? There's a chest. Do we just... How do we, Ah. Alright, what is this place? Oh. Well, you know, we could just rest up and, could raise my magical defense. Okay, raising defense is good. I don't think the rain is gonna let up anytime soon. It's comfy here, though. Sheltered, listening to the raindrops. Tolerably warm once I'm out of the wind. Yawn. I remember being a kid in the backseat of my parents' car, looking out the window at a highway in the rain, listening to the sound of the wipers against the windshield. Drowsy and at rest because there was nothing I was supposed to be doing, and nothing of interest to focus on. It would be nice to spend more time in the backseat of other people's cars now. Just have someone else take the wheel for a while. Don't have to talk, don't have to be in control of anything. Don't have to be such an adult all the time. Just watch the rain on the highway and listen to the wipers. I would prefer to do that from not the backseat of a car, because the backseat of a car is cramped. Alright, do I have a chance? No. We're just in time! Let's go, you know the way? We're gonna have like 100% familiarity with Hinterberg before we're done. And although I much prefer to look toward the future, big things to come, people, we should all have a look at the past as well once in a while. This museum, co-curated by a renowned international expert on magic and slaying. This museum will certainly enlighten school children from all over the country. Nay, the entire world. But I've kept you waiting long enough. The museum is officially open. Professor, I leave the rest of the evening in your very capable hands. You're not coming inside? Another engagement. A mayor's work is never done. Well then, shall we go have a look? I believe the buffet has tiny schnitzel rolls. Little books they made for kids. Second cards came with a pen. I faintly remember the sort of thing you mean. Not very well, but... like, you could just... color in the, You basically just color in the puzzles and it would solve it for you. Hey, did you know the first official record of Hinterberg is from the year 1136? Fascinating stuff. This is interesting, though. Around 1440, I think. Yeah, that's not 1990. Hinterberg saw a mass exodus of villagers. Doorways in the wood, whence goblins and witches spewed forth. Remind you of something? Ah, yes, the 1440 incident. Thought that would catch your eye. It says here, Hinterberg returned to normal around 20 years later. For a while, yes, but there were several periods over the centuries where reports of supernatural activity were atypically frequent. Perhaps the most high-profile account being by the Emperor's cousin Waltrod. Waltrod? Waltrod. Okay. Her Highness spent every spring in the village until 1905, when she suddenly kept seeing ghosts in her grand hotel suites. Oh, poor Waltrod. You know, she had quite a reputation for seeing ghosts everywhere. How'd the story of Waltrod end? The details are quite hazy, I understand. The authorities were very secretive about the whole incident. Seems Her Highness kept changing rooms every night, but it was always the same. The door to some unused room or cupboard would start glowing and making the strangest of noises. Legend has it a hotel employee was sent into every glowing door to investigate. Poor fella came back pale as the moon every time. But somehow he prevailed, and no tales of ghosts in the hotel were heard since. Of course, we must take stories like these with a large grain of salt. How large? Are we talking like road salt, or...? There are already a few people who bested every present-day dungeon in Hinterberg. And none of the portals have shown any sign of disappearing. Just imagine if they did. Now, if I may direct your attention to our collection of 19th century mountaineering gear, you'll find we have some exquisite exhibits. Does that include the secret hidden dungeon kept under lock and key behind a giant pipe in the woods? Has anybody else cleared that one? I have the feeling we're going to destroy the tourism trade here. 50-50 on whether that's a good thing. Alright, I'm gonna watch TV tonight. I want more amusement value. An episode of a long-running detective show is on. There's a cute German Shepherd dog. I'm sorry, this seat is reserved for Commissioner Ruffs. Are you saying this dog outranks me? You and me both, my dear Sergeant. You and me both. Oh, I'm really getting sleepy. I would watch The Adventures of Sergeant Ruff. It's the year 1440. Somewhere around here, a door opens in the middle of the forest. Out come a bunch of kobolds. The villagers are terrified. They leave Hinterberg in masses. No slaying-themed bars, no merch, just primal fear. Psst. You owe me a report. Come up here. I'll treat you to breakfast. Way too conspicuous. Let's take a walk. Be responsible for removing magic from the world. That's very possible. So much for my plans of blowing the whistle on that pipe spilling you into the lake. This stuff is coming out of the sewers every morning now. Nobody's gonna care about some rusty old pipe. Same old thing as with the tendrils. We just collectively decided to ignore them. It's like this is just how we live now. What do you think is happening here? Aren't you supposed to be the Slayer Extraordinaire? What's your take? Maybe this is how magic behaves when it's on the ropes. There's a lot of people here making short work of the dungeons. Perhaps it's reacting to that. You took a trip on the school bus. Aside from the total lack of air conditioning, did you find anything interesting? I found another dungeon, and I'm pretty sure one of the other ones I visited was a fake. Overgrown cave, the one across a chasm in Hinterwald. Weird portals, weird monsters, and just a cave in the forest. Smart. Alright, so we have a dungeon hidden away in a remote location in Hinterwald. And another one that's basically a dressed-up cave in the forest with some fancy LED lighting for portals. Someone went through all that trouble to put up a fake dungeon. Why? There's a legend that says if somebody completes every dungeon, they all disappear. Heard about it last night at the museum. Yes, you catch on fast. And what happens if the dungeons disappear? Let me answer this one since it's so obvious. No more of that sweet, sweet tourist money. Which means somebody gets voted out of the job. Not gonna shed a tear about Mayor Wagner. Me neither, but I wouldn't underestimate her. Whatever she's planning, she won't just fold now that you've found the real 25th dungeon. It'd be best to keep our circle of confidants small. Right now, Mayor Wagner only has you to worry about. Word got out about the secret dungeon, she might just close down some dungeons altogether to prevent people from finishing all 25. Stay alert, Slayer. I have a feeling there's more to this. Dungeon nobody ever completed. Somebody bricked up the exit. That's very likely. Like, off in whatever other town that was. I've forgotten already. Hastings. The Hastings 5. And apparently, I think he must have completed like 4 of them. Anyway, if we encounter some slime that reacts to, like, moods, we will officially be in Ghostbusters 2. Or if we, you know, encounter, if we encounter a video game that I can't beat the first fucking screen of, we will also be in Ghostbusters 2. NES Ghostbusters 2 is a son of a bitch. Let's see what's down this way. I was gonna go north, but now I feel like going south. Wait, there's like 2 lighthouses right next to each other. How much light do you need? I see a dungeon portal. Birchwood Island. Yeah, this is Desolate Castle. They battle each other with light beams. I'd like to see that. Mark either side of the channel. See, that's the practical, reasonable, intelligent response. I like the part where they fight with light beams. Oh, it's one of those guys. Here, get distracted. Okay, that sucked. I probably should have, not. Why did I get the Summon Gelatinous Cube spell? From the skill shrine in this area. I have, like, Electric Ball and Gelatinous Cube in this area. Alright, let's go to Windy Castle. Wait, what's this? Interesting. Windy Castle! Might be hard for me right now. Maybe with enough potions I can make it through. I was gonna say that about all of them because I need to get the ability to augment my armor, I think. And that only comes from helping Teresa. Which I need another signature to do. Or, Hannah, sorry. Well, let's see how bad it is. Out here. We can always go back and leave if it gets too bad. That lowered part of the drawbridge. I'm guessing there's a second one over this way. There we go. Oh, come on. Flex those ankles. Medium hit point potion. That's good. That's nice. Womp. There it is. Oop. Oh, alright. I cannot knock them back into the poison water. What a shame. Get distracted, please. Thank you. Oh. Get bricked up. Ah! Okay. Let's just get a quick heal. And then... yeah. Wait a minute. Whoops. Okay, well, never mind. I was just wondering if there was... no, there's nothing over there. Okay. Waste stone! Stairs. Oh, that was my fault. Sorry. Sorry, everybody. Sorry. I knocked over the things. Which I cannot climb over. Okay, can I just... no, I cannot grab those. Yeah, a little bit fucked there. Alright! What can I do? I can put it down directly on top of me, which is something I don't want to do. Oh, I can climb over with this. Obviously. Think I could head over here? Is there anything over here? No. Well, that's fine. Potion slowdown. Crit damage up ++. I like that. I like the sound of that. Okay. What a goofy dungeon. I say that like everything else has been so straight-laced. You know? Did that ever get there? I don't think it did. Well, what if I just... It didn't go in, yeah. Why not? Because there's an uneven bouncing surface over there. Okay. Okay. God damn it. Okay. At least now we know what we gotta do. Think. Okay. The yellow hat gremlin has a lot of money. It's a metal slime, essentially. Except you get cash instead of experience. Okay, I can save. Okay. Slayer's Guide to Hinterberg. That is actually the real-life art book, I believe, for the game. You can buy it off their Steam page. Okay. And then what? Guess we get off here and go up these... We can go up these stairs. What's over here? Not a lot that I want. Oh, wait. Slay Tector leggings Y6 covered in goo. I do need better leggings. So we may have to stop by and get these scraped clean later. Cannot get in this way. Doesn't look like there's anything there anyway. Down here. I completely missed a flight of stairs somewhere. I wonder where I missed the other horn. Maybe over here somewhere. Because we certainly haven't been up here. Not that. I want to be in the giant chair. Can you imagine trying to weave with it and just like you accidentally Cinderella yourself and you're in a coma for 10,000 years? Not Cinderella. Rumpelstiltskin? That wasn't the name of the Weaver's daughter. That was the name of the gnome. The Weaver's daughter was Rumpelstiltskin's monster. Rumpelstiltskin was Rumpelstiltskin's daughter, actually. Monster. Yes, he was his own daughter. A little known aspect of that fairy tale never really comes up. What the fuck am I talking about? If you know what I'm talking about, write it down on a piece of paper and bury it in your backyard. Try to forget about it. Really for the best. Alright, I've got some potions. I'm trying not to use them too much. But, there we go. Hop across. Gotta rotate these. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, what am I gonna have to do? Bounce through this? Oh wait, does it? No, that only opens that halfway, but it does open this. So that's good to know. And there is nothing much in here. I cannot climb up there. This way. I don't think. I don't think I can climb up there. I guess let's try it again. I am trying to come up with solutions. There it is. I'm not really that proud of that, thank you. There we go, that rotates that around. Ladder. This side has absolutely nothing in the way of puzzles. What the fuck? Makes me feel like I'm missing something. Okay. There. Not this. I like that you don't have to be exactly dead on. You. So long as you're in the vicinity. Okay. What now? I thought as much. Physical attack boost 3+. That's 3 pluses. That's as many as 3. Get boxed. Oh, what the shit? Well, there's some... Oh, it's that guy. I'm learning to abuse the iframes! Truly this is the Dark Souls of cozy, comfy, adventure core games. You rat fuck. Son of a bitch. Oh, where'd he come from? Okay. I keep getting bonked from off screen. Okay, that one was on me. Swing a little wider around the poison swamp. There we go. Go grab the thing again so I don't forget. I kind of expected the monster to be where I left it, but obviously not the case. There, hold still. Wow, I completely disabled her AI. Okay, it's back. It's gonna go off when she gets out. Oh. Okay, that just didn't work. That's fair. Hey, put! Ow. Okay. Yay, we win. Let's go blow the horn and get our stairs. New Waystone! Yeah, okay.
What I'm trying to say is maybe you ought to save.
Okay. Splat. I think we can finish this out. I don't think there's much more to it left. Much more to it left. Much more left to it? Probably that second one. This seems like the wrong way to be going. Down here, okay. Yep. Here's a stamp book. We got our stamp. Now we can leave. Didn't see the coin in here, but that's okay. Alright, real quick, we're gonna go down and we're gonna get these, slimy... Oh. Okay, let me see if I got all this straight. You spent the morning with this local girl. Thea. Thea, right. So that dungeon you broke into, where Mayor Wagner had her little welcome party, that was a real 25th? Yep. And the one we met in the other day, that wasn't actually a dungeon. It's a cave with enough props to fool anyone who wasn't looking too closely. I told you there was something odd about it. You realize what that means, right? The mayor isn't playing fair. She put up a fake dungeon so no one would ever complete all 25. Right. Because the legend we heard last night is true. Soon as anyone completes all 25 dungeons, magic will disappear. Okay, let's assume for a moment we're right about this. What are you gonna do now? How do you mean? You may actually be the first person ever who can finish all of the real Hinterberg dungeons. And if you do all of this, it'll go up in a puff of smoke. If all that is the case, I'm asking you, what now? What's Alex's opinion on the subject? I really don't know. Any word of advice? Honestly, love, if it were me, I don't know. Maybe this is where I'd pack my bags and go home. Why would I do that? This isn't a game anymore, Louisa. Look around. Coming here is such a life-changing experience for so many people. The two of us included. You and I were not the only ones who deserve a little magic in our lives. This place is something special to tens of thousands of people who come here every year. Not to mention, there's a lot of jobs in the village, people in the village that depend on the dungeons. You want to just take all that away? Why? Magic puts up these dungeons for us. It gives us all these spells, and sets up challenges that are just tough enough that we can overcome them. Whatever it is, and whatever its reasons, it clearly wants something from us. There's a message there, and the mayor is actively suppressing it. You think all these earthquakes are a coincidence with the slimy tendrils? You sure this won't just get a lot worse? We're dealing with something big, something unknown, and it's already lashing out. I think you're reading a whole damn lot into all of this. And you really have no right to make that decision for all of us. Tell you what, go out tonight, find someone to hang with. Then think about whether they'd really be better off if the dungeons were gone. I'll talk to you later. Maybe a good night's sleep will get your head straight. We just reversed the social link, I guess. It's kind of true, though. Like, it does seem as if these dungeons kind of want to be solved. It would be very easy to make them impossible. Let's get our stuff cleaned up. Yeah, I don't want to spend time with you, but... Oh, cleaned up. Good. Sell litter? No, all of it. Thank you. Let's see. We got, Latector X5, which is really good. And I think we got Slaytector leggings, which are also really good. What's my status look like? Now I am rating 6 on both. Good. And looking fancy. I do want to find... Well, Jay is in the Grand Hotel, and I don't think I've gotten Jay's signature yet. Maybe I can? I can do 2 weeks of promo in September, and I'll wear the sneakers if you make East Asian Press a priority. Done. What about the Silk Steel? Silk Steel armor is a non-starter, Jason. We've been over this. I'm not going into a dungeon wearing a millionaire's toy. Sure, your brand's your temple, I get it. Just think about it is all I'm asking. I'll get the deeds sorted, then we can pop the champagne. Yeah, always a pleasure, Jay. Likewise. Hey. How's the hip doing? Barely noticeable now. Told you it was nothing. You got time for a drink? Been spending the entire evening discussing sneaker endorsement deals. Would be nice to talk about something more real. Could you sign this? Hannah Smithy, yeah, sure. Okay, I think I've got all 3 now. Two out of 3, okay. Maybe we can find Sam. Gertrude, Albert, Henning... Travis... Kai. I'm pretty sure I've already got Kai's signature. He was the only one who signed. Marina, Klaus... no, I don't see anybody else whose signature I can get. We might as well hang with Jay, then. Took a trip to Hinterberg today. There's a dungeon that's just wild. Gravity all messed up, walking sideways on walls. I don't think I've been to that one yet. You want to know where it is? Sure, where? Take a right, just after you arrive in the forest area. You'll have to walk across one of those slimy tendrils. I think you'll like this dungeon. Definitely one of the weirdest. See, this is why I love slaying. Every time I think I finally got a handle on it, the whole thing suddenly changes. Like a good dance track. Just when you get in the groove, it hits you with something you didn't expect. I honestly wish I could just cancel tomorrow morning's 10 o'clock and go up to Calmstein. Got a contract signing for a sponsorship of an axe manufacturer. That's gonna be at least another week posing for promo shots. From what I heard, you're very well off. Why not skip an opportunity or two? It's not really about the money, not for me anyway. Okay, let me ask you something. You ever felt like your whole life was laid out for you and you hated everything about it? My parents are big in the media business. Big as in own a giant conglomerate. They've been raising me to take over the company ever since the first day of that stuck-up private school. You have to understand, ours isn't a family where one just goes off and does their own thing. Not typically. But this is my life. I'm not going to spend it in their shadow, managing their legacy. Is that why you're working yourself so hard, to be financially independent? I'm working myself hard because I have no interest in being an heiress for a living. You know how hurtful it is when some journalist calls you a rich kid with a hobby? I'm not going to be someone who coasts on other people's achievements. My accomplishments are my own. Believe it or not, it's not about being the face of an ad campaign or the cover of some magazine or the cash. It's about looking at myself in the mirror knowing I've done something worthwhile on my own. It's what I'm working towards every day. You're an interesting person, Jay. You do know that, right? You wouldn't be any less interesting if you allowed yourself to step off the gas once in a while. You have to take good care of yourself. Remember the bruise from the other day? I told you, I know my limits. I haven't gotten something like that off my chest in a long while. You're a good listener. Oh, right, I got something for you. It's an attack conduit. Had to think of you when I got it. It matches your style of fighting much better than mine. Oh, rare attack conduit. Okay, cool. Let's talk again soon, yeah? I do like the pop the model out of the scene and into the rank up screen. It's kind of funny. Been a long day. Go to bed. Alright, what is this conduit? Battle cry. Stun enemies with a mighty roar. Interesting. I think I'm good with what I've got, but I'll try that out later. Right now, can I save? Yeah, I can save here. Alright, let's save before we decide where to go tomorrow. And, I think we're good for the night. Tomorrow there'll be more of this. And I hope you're looking forward to it. I am. Continues to be fascinating. It does. I've really enjoyed playing this one so far. I think it feels like exactly the kind of thing I need. Alright, well, I will see you folks later. I hope you have a good time. I am hungry, and I want food in my head, so I'm gonna go eat something. See you tomorrow.